much.
Okay, coming to our next speaker. So, just give me a moment. Our next speaker for the night is Sneha Narona. She's a corporate trainer, happiness coach, and life skills teacher. And her mission is she's very passionate about people development. Her mission is to empower, inspire, and help people transform their lives. And trust me, she's very good at it. Now, Sneha, over to you.
Thank you so much, Nilofa, for that lovely introduction, and thank you, ILA, for giving me this opportunity. And I thank all of you that you're present here right now with me. So to give you a brief about myself, while I was working there, I realized many a times I needed somebody to mentor me, to guide me. I didn't really get that opportunity. And that's when I decided it would be so great to help people become bold and take powerful decisions. And hence, I set out on this journey. And like Nilofa mentioned, I have been highly passionate about people development. And I love to make a difference in people's lives. So hence, I'm here. So I'll just share my screen before I go ahead. So are you all able to see the screen?
Yes, yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, right. So 2 years back, the pandemic hit the world and we got into the work from home mode. As much as we thought it's going to be very exciting and fun, it was totally the opposite, and all of us are totally stressed out, most of us. In fact, when I got to know about work from home, I was sad about the fact that there's pandemic, but I was also a little happy that I would get more time with my husband. We'll watch movies, we'll do this, we'll do that. But alas, nothing happened at all. So it was terrible. And so it's very important to throw light on this topic, work-life balance. And under work-life balance, I want to talk to you about setting up home office. So this is one of the key points that we need to think of when we are working from home. So under this, I'm going to be covering today the ideal home office setup. What is it going to look like? How do we set boundaries? Dealing with distractions while we are working from home, and making a schedule and sticking to it. So to begin with, ideal home office setup. This is like the rule of thumb: do not work in your pajamas. Most of the people say that it's okay, you will feel very stress-free, it's going to be fun, but I think it's a bad idea. Do you remember those days when we would go to office, morning we wake up, we dress up well, we feel good? So I suggest that you continue doing that. And it really lifts your spirits, it creates a positive vibe around. So dress up well and show up. Initially, I wasn't doing that. I would just wear my home clothes. I realized all my clothes are just rotting literally in the cupboard, and you don't want that to happen to your designer clothes. So please wear it and have a dedicated office space. A lot of us are working, we are all over the place. Sometimes we are working from the bedroom, or we are in front of the TV with our kids, or in the kitchen. We're not really able to focus. So I suggest that you have a specific room. If it has a door, nothing like it. When the door is closed, the others know you're working, and when you're taking breaks, you let the work be and you're stepping out. In those cases where we do not have a lot of rooms, then maybe dedicate one space in your drawing room, near the dining table. Basically, just have that one zone where you're going to be working. And a perfect workstation is very important. I realized that. So when I used to, last year when this happened, I would keep looking at the laptop. Now picture this. If there was an object in front of you and you would look at it for 8 to 9 hours without a break, imagine the strain it's going to cause on your neck, and it's going to be terrible. So I suffered with cervical spondylitis. I had frequent headaches. It was a bad phase. I'm still recovering. I really wouldn't want anybody to go through that. So a good workstation is very important. A laptop stand is a must-have. When you have a laptop stand, you don't really stress out your wrists and your fingers and your elbows. That is at ease. A good desk that is at a good level, so that you're looking straight up and not in awkward positions. And finally, an ergonomic office chair. An ergonomic chair has excellent lumbar support. So please invest in a good chair. If it is not possible, then keep a pillow behind your back so that you're comfortable. So all this really helped me take breaks in between, like my friend Nilofa and Pratyush shared these neck exercises. They're really powerful. In fact, I've been doing it. And a good internet connection is very important. Now you're having a serious conversation with your colleagues and all of a sudden you're presenting an idea and you're stuck like this. Now it might look funny, people might giggle for a while, but after some time it is annoying. So please make sure that doesn't happen to you. And lighting, the work setup needs to be well lit. The brightness of your laptop has to be perfect. I would like to share a tip here. You must do the 20-20-20 rule, and this will prevent eye strain. What is the 20-20-20 rule? Every 20 minutes, take a 20-second break and look away 20 feet. So this is going to really help you. Do keep this in mind. Moving on. Setting boundaries. So setting boundaries is very, very important. We should not be hard on ourselves. No matter what, do some sort of hobby that you've been wanting to do, dance, listen to music, go for a walk. Mindfulness, like Pratyush mentioned, is very important. If you have a partner or family, you could indulge in doing something fun with them. So please don't stop that. So I'd like to ask a few of you. In fact, I want all of us to take an oath that we will commit to one hobby or one exercise that will make us happy every day. So can I have some answers here? What are you going to do?
I used to dance actually. I love dancing. So
Lovely.
whenever I want to cheer up myself, I just start on the beating, whatever. Means even it's funny, but sometimes it gives you a lot of relishness, and it gives a
Right.
light enough feeling actually.
Excellent. Very true. You must be really feeling alive after that session, I'm sure.
I am listening
I'm
music.
actually alive every time. So whenever I feel dull, so I'm like, "Ki yaar, kya ho raha hai ye? Come on the track. It's not going good."
No, I figured that out. In fact, yesterday also. Really, it's good to see that energy. Thank you for bringing it on here.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, I am listening to melodious music.
Oh, lovely. That is really nice. So,
I listen to heavy metal whenever I'm feeling a little stressed out, because it is more abrasive than my mind, so my mind calms down.
nice. That's a unique one. I'll take that from you. But
I go
nice.
for a walk.
Sorry?
I go for a walk.
Oh, lovely. Yeah, I'm also on the same page and I've been missing that. So, yeah, let us promise each other, this community, that we are going to indulge in self-care. Okay. So don't forget after this session.
I would like to share one thing. I don't know how many people will, favor me on that, but it's a very beautiful tip that when you are running out of the emotions, like, it's even happiness or the deepest sorrow or the over anxiety or the complete excitement models, whatever the mood of yours is, when it is on the high on the rate, I'll suggest everyone to write something about that.
Right.
It gives so much of the balance. I narrate poems, I narrate stories sometimes. So mine is a different case. Kavita has got the same case. But the thing is, yes, you should write it up. It's a beautiful feeling. Now you will be feeling the double of the joy, and if you're in the sad mood now, you will be feeling the balance as well. This is the personal thing what I follow.
Excellent. Thank you so much for sharing. In fact, in my other workshops, I do mention this, that, each one has a gift that God has given, which we can share with the society. So you never know how it's going to impact the other person when you're sharing. So I really encourage people to share, and I thank you so much for sharing this tip, and I'll definitely use it. I'm sure most of us will. So, yeah, moving on. Coming to your meals and snacks, it's very important to plan that also. Initially, I would keep talking to myself that I'm going to be healthy, I'm going to eat diet food, but I would be consumed with work, and in the end, in the evening, I would end up swigging food. See, swigging food 1 day, 2 days, 3 days is fine. After that, I think we are doing harm to our health, cholesterol, and then my body weight started increasing. So just take 5 minutes in the evening, the previous night, and plan your meal and snacks so that you have a healthy diet. Take breaks in entirety. What I mean is, let's say, I'm not saying go for a half an hour break, 1 hour break. Even if it is a 5-minute break, You step to your balcony, have a hot cup of coffee, enjoy that coffee, enjoy the breeze around you, air around you. Don't be stepping back inside the house and keep looking at your laptop or phone that, what if there's an email? Because you're not doing justice to yourself or your work. So please take that break in entirety. Don't stop. Keep your relationships professional. Do not go about sharing your personal stuff with your colleagues and your boss. What happens is, now let's say at home you are like consumed with housework, cooking, taking care of kids. And then when you share that with them and evening you have a call with everybody, you have to present something, the boss will think twice to give that topic to you because, oh, she can't multitask. Maybe she's consumed with work. So keep it professional. Talk to your friends, your colleagues, your boss, but don't indulge in too much of private talk.
This is actually a very nice point now. This last one, the professional one, professional personal relationship one.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks, Nilofa. So dealing with distractions, organize your workspace so that you can increase productivity, ensure you do not have your personal items everywhere on the desk, keep a positive quote so that you can look at it and feel light about it, set clear expectations with people in your house, let them know when you're working, let them know when you're on a break. And what I do is I keep these signs and symbols to show my husband that I'm working. I cannot talk to you right now. To give you an example, I keep this with me, okay? So sometimes he just barges into the room and he wants to share with me how his day was or maybe just some romantic line. But I'm not up for it because I'm on a call. So I just show this to him and he's got the idea. This is of course useful for other things also. I'm sure most of you have guessed what it is. So yeah, keep some symbols and signs ready. And making a schedule and sticking to it is also equally important. Just ensure that you keep your work time limited to a certain number of hours. If you're completing your work at 9 p.m., 8 p.m., get done at that time and then step away. Close it for the day. Just hide your stuff. If it is in a separate room, shut the door and be completely present with your family. And the next one is being in constant communication with your boss. See, a lot of us have bosses who think if we are not talking to them since we are working from home, probably we are lying down, watching TV, listening to music. So you don't want that happening. So every morning, just share your task list with your boss. Let him know that you're going to be accomplishing all of this for the common goal. Also, lastly, be heard. Get FaceTime. It's very important to switch on your cameras, talk to your boss, talk to your colleagues. You get a sense that together as a team, you're working towards a common goal of the organization. Reach out to your colleagues, let them know you're there. See, a lot of us have gone through so much in the past 2 years. So if you are empathetic, nothing like it. So be there for each other. And finally, I would like to end by saying, remember to have fun. As long as we are alive, we need to ensure that we make the maximum out of every moment. And I'd just like to say this here. Imagine if we are riding a cycle uphill and suddenly someone puts a brake to it. The momentum is lost. Similarly, when you're working, you don't want the productivity momentum to go away. So please follow these tips. These are very simple tips. Most of us know about it. Even though they are simple, they are very effective. And I want to wish all of you on this call to have a great work from home experience. Before I end, I want to say this. The past 2 years have been very, very difficult for most of us, almost everybody. I want you all to give a pat to yourselves on your back because you've come far this way. You've done an excellent job. You've maintained your work, your life, your family. So that is really great. Give a big hand to yourselves and do this with me. Raise your collar like a hero and pat yourself on the back. Great. Thank you so much. Over to Nilofa.
Superb. Simply superb.
Thank you.
Very nice session.
Thank you so
Very
much.
nice session. Very nice.
Thank you. I'm glad you all liked it.
Very helpful session actually.
Thank you.
So with this,